Okay. So, computerized system validation, one of the topmost, we can say, the subjects or the topics nowadays between the regulated industry and the IT industries. It's like in a bridge between the regulated industries and IT industries. If you wanted to be switch your career from the regulatory to IT, you can easily switch it. Sometimes it will be reverse as well. IT people will wanted to be switched toward the pharma industry or the clinical trial. So this is the bridge. You can utilize this bridge to jump, okay, from one industry to another industry. Okay. So, CSV is one of the best thing. Most of people may be aware about it. Whenever you wanted to be switch your career from the regulated industry to IT industry. Okay. So, as already mentioned, computer system, a current hot spot of industry. Okay, provided by the company Connect in collaboration with the Skillbee Solutions. This institute is affiliated with APJ Abdul Kalam University, so that you will get the certifications from the APJ Abdul Kalam University affiliated certifications only. Okay, these are the certifications as well. Apart from that, institute will provide the other subject training like CSV, pharmaceutical QA, pharmaceutical quality controls, pharmacovigilance, clinical research, CDMS, medical writings, different validation approach, process validation, cleaning validation, regulatory affairs, LIMS application is a validation approach, MES system is a validation approach. Okay, multiple other things. You can visit the site so that you can have a more detail about it. I'm just providing the overview in a very short span actually. Okay. So apart from the training and upskillings, company provide the job placements, IT and pharma consultings, auditings into various pharmaceutical industries, GXP system assessment, CSV project, we are also handling it, QMS implementations and career counseling and mentorship. Okay. So coming to the topics back, like currently, uh, CSV scope is, we can say, the vast scope currently. A lot of vacancies there. When you scroll the LinkedIn, lot of vacancy you may be seeing, correct? Are in naukri.com as well. But what is the future of a CSV person? Whether future is also same or maybe future is going to decline actually for a CSV. So by looking this site, we can understand what is the future of a CSV persons. Okay. So most of the CSV concept is cells coming from the industry 3.0. We are trying to move toward the industry 4.0. Okay. So what is the 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 and 4.0? So 1.0 where we use the some mechanical power like steam power, water power, coal power to run the equipment so that we are able to produce the product. Okay, like you may have seen the steam engines, coal engines to run the train even. Okay, so that is the era I'm talking. After that, we shift toward the electricity so that we are able to have a fast production. Electricity is more powerful, most faster. So use of electricity for the mass productions. That was the industry 2.0. After that, we realized, okay, we are fast enough, but still we are doing things manually. So what we did, we have utilized the computer system for the automation. Now we use the softwares to perform things automatically, production automatically and faster as well. So we are able to have mass production plus automated production. And that is where 3.0 is there. So 3.0, in this we use the computer system, and that computer system may contain defect. This computer system may contain defect. To identify those defects, we have to be test those computer systems as well. We have to validate it properly as per the regulatory requirement. So CSVs come in the industry 3.0. Now we are thinking that can we go with the remotely operating the systems? Okay, so where we use the cyber physical system so that we are able to have a remotely operate the system using the web basis, using the internet basis. So that is the industry 4.0. So more digitalization, more CSV is required. Of course, and we are going towards the more and more digitalizations. So validation is more and more required. Okay. So future of a CSV, you will understand. After completion of the, we can say the, once you will become an expert in the CSV, where you can apply as in a job. So you can apply to all the regulated industry, like pharma industry, you can apply. Clinical trial, you can apply. Isn't it? Medical device, you can apply. Biopharmaceutical, you can apply. Plus, you can apply to IT industry, plus consulting industry. Maximum vacancies in these two industry about the CSV. Consulting industry like Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, they are providing consulting to different regulated industry. How to perform the validation of the computer systems. So maximum vacancy is there in these industries actually. Okay, about the CSV. So when we are talking about the industry 4.0 itself, what does it mean? So under industry 4.0, we have various other technologies as well, apart from the cyber physical systems, like Internet of Things, where things are connecting to each other over the internet. Two things is there which are exchanging data to each other. That is what Internet of Things. We'll discuss more details later point of time in the subsequent classes actually. Advanced robotics, use of robots in the manufacturing area, in the production area. Artificial intelligence, lot of discussion is there in the AI, NML, ANML. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. So where machines will learn from the past experience. Ultimately, machine is, we are training the machine, we are training the machines about the data. Okay. We are feeding the data to the machines. Based on the data, feed the data, machine will take a decisions. Ultimately, machine is learning from the past experience. That's why machine learning from the past experience means from the data only. How to validate AI? That is the major things for us. Because in future we are going toward the AI. If AI will use in the production area, in the manufacturing area, you have to validate the AI as well, isn't it? So what does mean of AI? Hope many people may have seen the chat GPT, isn't it? How to use the chat GPT? Even I will show you. Okay. So chat GPT, if you'll go toward the chat GPT, okay, this is one of the AI. Most of the people may be aware how chat GPT will provide the answers. Like you ask anything, like write an article, okay, on computer system validation, says to. So it will be write an article within the 1 or 2 minutes. Same article, if you are going to write, it will take a minimum 2 to 3 days. But still you'll not get the same language, isn't it? Proper we can say the grammars has been used, proper wording has been used, proper heading has been used. Everything has been written very good manner by the ChatGPT. Even you ask any questions, it will provide the answer. Based on what? Based on the feeder data. So we are teaching the, means when the AI is developing, developer will teach the AI with the some data initially. After that, we'll test it. If it is successfully passed, then we'll feed more data so that it will provide the answer correctly about various phase, various subject, even commercial related, commerce related things or science related thing. Any of the things you'll ask, it will provide the answer. Even you wanted to be asked, can you develop a code? It will develop a code even. Like I will just write in a code program. Okay. Create table of 4 rows and 4 column using Java language. Okay, Java. Yeah, I think that will work. So this is the coding program written in the Java language in a half minute only, isn't it? So this is how the AI is working. So how the AI is working? Behind the AI, there is the data. Developer will teach those data. Based on that, it is going to provide the answers. Okay. So behind the AI, what is the things we'll discuss more details. Okay, in our regular classes, how the AI will develop ultimately. Okay. So artificial intelligence, and the main thing for us, for a CSU expert, how to validate the AI, that we are going to learn actually, how to validate it. This is our major things. Okay. Then about the cloud computing. Like nowadays, people are, means company are shifting from the on-premise model to cloud model, where everybody can access, means anybody who is authorized person can access the application from anywhere, from anytime. Like a Gmail, how you are accessing? From anywhere, any device, anytime. So same way, now company are shifting toward the cloud computing so that you can access those applications from anywhere, any device. But authorized person can access only, unauthorized person cannot. Okay, that is what cloud computing. Under that, we have a three different model: software as a service model, platform as a service model, and infrastructure as a service model. What this model, how they are differing to each others? There is a new one more terminologies called the infrastructure as a code. Okay, infrastructure as a code, IAC. What is this? It is also under the cloud computing only. We'll discuss in our advanced session, in our sessions, regular sessions, what is the IAC. Okay, cyber securities, additive manufacturing, augmented realities, virtual realities, all the things comes under the industry 4.0. Okay, everything we'll be going to discuss in our regular classes. So what is the CSV means what? What does mean of CSV? So to understand the CSV, at least we should be aware of what is the computer system. So computer system is simple, where we have hardware in conjunctions with the softwares to perform certain specific function or a group of functions. Like your laptop, your desktop, your mobile device is what? Computer system only. Computer system, I mean to say that. But when we use the word computerized system, it includes not only hardware plus softwares, it includes peripheral device, the device which is connected to your system. It includes the network, documentations, plus person who is working on the system, is operating the system, is also part of a computer system. So when all those things like hardware, software, peripheral device, networks, documents, and person come together to perform one or more automated process or a function is called the computer system. So computer system is simple: laptop, desktop. Computerized system include all the related things to your computer system. Okay. Our terminology is what? Computerized system validation, CSV. Computerized system, not a computer system. So validation means what? Validation means establishing documented evidence that provide a high degree of assurance that a specific process will consistently produce a product meeting a predetermined specification and qualitatives. So by definitions, most of the people may be aware of the definition of the uh, validation. Ultimately, what is the meaning of it? So validation means by fixing the process, by fixing the input, and it's a process. We wanted to be achieve the fixed output. Okay. So how you achieve the fixed output? Fixed output only achieve if you fix the input and you fix the process. Correct. So our process should be fixed. Our input parameter should be fixed to get the fixed output. Like you are wanted to be cook a delicious food, delicious dish. So you follow particular recipe. You fix the ingredient, you fix the quantity, you fix the temperature. If you follow the same instructions, you follow the same process, you will definitely get the fixed output as well, same test as well. Slight variation will be possible because of the manual intervention. Correct. So validation means we are fixing everything to get what? Fixed output. Same thing we have used in our computer system validation. It is establishing documentary evidence which provide a high degree of assurance that a computer system will consistently produce a result that meets its predetermined specification and qualitatives. We fix everything to get what? To fix the result as well. Means your system, whenever you use the system, it is going to provide the fixed result, same action ultimately. In if we'll talk about the software, if I click on a particular button, it will definitely perform the same function. So by doing the validation, we are going to be ensure that whether my system is fit for the intended use or not, with following the GXP regulation. By doing the validation of the computer system, what you are trying to achieve that whether my system, whether my computer system is fit for use or not, with following the GXP regulation. So sometimes center will ask basic question, what is the CSV? People will fail to answer this silly question. Very simple question, because we learn higher and higher thing, but we forget to learn basic things. And this is where people will be fail in interviews. So learn the basic things more and more. Okay. So by doing the validation, what we are trying to achieve, that whether my system is fit for the use or not, with following the GXP regulations. Second question generally asked by the interviewers, why we do the validation. So we are doing the validation, especially compressed system, to ensure that my software should be free from the bug, free from the defect, free from the bug. A single defect in your software, if it is critical in nature, it may lead to the serious consequences. Patient may die sometimes because patient is going to take in a tablet or capsule which is developed by these compressed systems, isn't it? This equipment are which is connected to system. So we're doing the validation to avoid the serious consequences, and of course less regulatory requirement from USFDA, from MHRA, from TGA, from CDSU. And it give me the assurance that whenever you follow the same process, same thing, you will get the same result as well. Produce the result as intended. Same result only. So these are the things for which we are doing the validation, especially CSV. Okay. So under CSV, what we are going to be learn? We are going to learn the software validation, how to validate the softwares. But before we can say the install the softwares. If you wanted to validate the softwares, you wanted to be test the softwares, you have to install the software first. Like you wanted to be test the WhatsApp whether it's working or not, you have to install it. But in the regulated industry, before you install the softwares in a hardware, like you install the WhatsApp in a mobile is what? Hardware only. So here, if you install the softwares in a server or in a client side, these servers, this client, this infrastructure, I can say, must be qualified. So first we are going to learn the infrastructure qualification, server qualification, client qualification, where your software is going to install. So infrastructure qualification, under that servers, platform, cloud-based systems, database, everything we are going to learn. Hardware details, then software. Then apart from that is spreadsheet validation. Okay, means Excel sheet. If you are using the Excel sheet in the regulated industry, those Excel sheet must be validated if it is impact on product quality, patient safety, data integrity. Okay, so all the Excel sheet which is impact on what? Three word. Remember, product quality, patient safety, data integrity. If yes, then you have to validate it. If no, no need to be validate the Excel sheet in this case. Okay. So maximum industry using the Excel sheet, and we as a validation person should be aware how to validate the Excel sheet. Okay, we have to be train the people that this is how the way validation of the Excel sheet will perform. So main three basic thing I mentioned about it. Okay. Apart from that, like how to develop a software. So we have a software development lifecycle approach. We waterfall model, V model approach, agile model approach, DevOps models. Multiple model is there by which we are going to, we means developer will develop a software. So developer can follow any of the model to develop the software, either waterfall or V model. But as a CSV expert, we should be aware how to validate the software. If developer follow the waterfall, if developer follow the V model. So I am going to be teach you how to validate the softwares when developer use any of the method. The approach of validation, the concept of validation we are going to be learn. Okay, like waterfall model to develop a softwares. So whenever you wanted to develop something, what is the first thing? You have to be fix the requirement. What kind of softwares you want? Fix it. So we gather the requirement first. Like I wanted to be having the softwares, having this kind of a graphics and all. Mention as a requirement, isn't it? So based on the requirement, we'll fix the requirement in a URS actually. User requirement specification, a document which captures the requirement. This URS will send to vendor, developer. Developer will analyze it. Based on analysis, he will provide the document called the design specification. Once you okay with the designing, you means regulated industry is okay with the designing, developer will start the coding of the softwares based on the fixed design. Once software is developed, we'll test the softwares. Testing is successfully passed, then we'll deploy the software. Deploy means you can release the software so that end user can use the software now. That is called the go live of the software. People can use it now. This is how the waterfall model will be looks like. Why it is called the waterfall? Because in this there is a compulsion that previous phase has to be complete to start the next phase. Previous has to be complete to start the next phase. So it looks like a waterfall. Water is falling from the upper side to lower side. That's why waterfall. Next thing is the V model approach. So one side is like in a waterfall only, where we first starting with the validation plan, URS. We'll send the URS to vendor. Vendor will provide one document called the functional specification, mentioning that I will provide the software having this functionality. All those functionality will mention the FS by vendor. If you are okay with the functionality, then he will provide another document called the design specification, where he mention the designing of the softwares. If you are okay with the designing as well, then he will start developing the softwares. Once software is developed, next thing is testing only. So we'll do the IQ, OQ, PQ. Here, one compulsion is same like previous phase to complete to start the next phase. Plus second compulsion is that IQ has to verify against the DS, OQ against the FS, and PQ against the URS. Fix. You have to be check it against this document. Once your testing is complete, we'll summarize everything in the validation summary report. Once report is approved, we'll release the software for use purpose, daily use purpose. Okay, this is how the V model looks like. Okay, so V model is like an extension of the waterfall, where every requirement we fix in the beginning itself. We fix like we have 1,000 requirement. We fix initially. Based on these 1,000 requirement, we develop a software. But suppose you does not have a fixing the requirement. You are aware of the 100 requirement only out of 1,000 requirement. So I cannot go with this model in this case. If I am not clear with the requirement, I cannot go with the V model or waterfall model. I cannot go. Then which model I should use to develop a software in this case when I am not fixed with the requirement? In this case, you can go with the agile model. If you are not clear with the requirement, in this case, you can go with the agile. If you are clear with the requirement, always go with the V model, because V model is the best suitable model for validation. Best suitable model. Okay. So next model of software development and most widely used in the IT industry is the agile model, where our requirement is not fixed. In this case, we use the agile. So suppose we have a cyclic manner actually. We have multiple cycle like first cycle, second cycle, third cycle, fourth cycle, fifth cycle. One cycle is called the sprint. Means this cycle name is sprint actually. So if you'll see first sprint, this one, sprint or iteration or cycle. Okay. So in the beginning, suppose we are clear with the 100 requirement only out of 1,000. Mention this 100 requirement in a Product backlog. So product backlog is like an URS only, like an URS. This 100 requirement we are clear about the 100 requirement only out of 1000 requirement. And if you see the cycle duration is maybe 1 week or 2 week or 3 week or 4 week. Means suppose I'm going to go with the 2-week period. So in this 2-week period, you have to be develop a 100 requirement in this 2-week period. But 100 requirement I cannot develop in a 2-week. 2-week means 10 days, 5 working days. Okay. So in these 10 days, I cannot develop the 100 requirements. So how much you can develop? So you have to be select the most high priority requirement. So we'll mention the priorities actually. Okay. So suppose we have select the 50 most high priority requirement. Now this 50 high priority requirement is called the sprint backlog. Previously we used the word product backlog. Now sprint backlog. Why sprint backlog? Because we are going to develop this 50 in this sprint only. That's why sprint backlog. So this 50 requirement will develop in this cycle only. Okay. So now it is called the sprint backlog. We'll develop this 50 requirement. We test it. We develop it. We test it. And after testing, if it is good, we show to customer. This is how what software we develop, what functionality we develop. We'll show to customer. Customer means end user, stakeholder. Stakeholder may provide more clarity in the requirement. He may add the requirement, more requirement he can add. He may delete some requirement. He may modify the requirement based on the clarities, based on the developed softwares. Okay. After customer meeting is over, we have a team meeting where teams sit together, developer team, tester team, validation person sit together to discuss what is good, what is bad. Based on this discussion, we'll update our product backlog for the next cycle. So this cycle is over. Now we'll go to the next cycle. Again we'll develop, again we test it, again we show the software to customer. Customer may add more requirement for the next cycle actually. So by and by, we are developing the requirement. We are clear with the requirement. At the end, we'll release the final product, final well-developed product. This is what the agile model, in short, actually. However, it is very big things to be discussed. But in short, in a 1 hour demo, I can just mention very short description, actually. So agile model will allow you to have a flexibility in the requirement, while V model will not allow you to have flexibility in the requirement. You have to fix the requirement here itself. If you're going to change the requirement after testing, you have to be start from the beginning again. But agile model, in the agile model, you can change the requirement, no problem. You can modify the requirement, you can add the requirement, no problem. Okay, so whenever you are not fixed with the requirement, go with the agile model. This is what agile model. Okay. However, we have a different software development lifecycle as well. But majorly used is the V model or agile model. Most of the company use these two model only. Okay, we'll discuss in much more details in our regular classes. Apart from that, in our regular classes, we are going to learn various things. If I'll show the brochures, so most of people may have seen these brochures. Okay. We have total 44 modules. 44 modules. Even more thing is that we have not mentioned each and everything here. Okay. So from basic thing to advanced, we have advanced topics as well. Okay. Like we are going to discuss industry 4.0, project management, including toll gate concept, quality gate concept, how to manage a good project. Correct. Project management. Validation overview. What is the process validation, cleaning validation, analytical validations. CSV overview. Role of the regulatory authorities in the CSV. PDCA cycles, plan, do, check, test cycles. QMS. QMS generally considers a very minor thing, but it is the, we can say, the main thing. Okay, in the pharma industry, in the regulatory industry. And in the CSV perspective, we have a different types of the change control. It's not like a critical, minor, major, or permanent, temporary. We have different things in the QMS, in the change control. What are those classification in the IT industry? We'll discuss. Various software development life cycle model, like V model, agile model, diverse model, multiple model. GXP guideline, how to do the GXP assessment. What are the red things we are seeing? You can have a hands-on experience on those application, those checklist as well. Okay, like you can do GXP assessment by yourselves. We'll provide the checklist. By that, you can assess it. Medical device and software as a medical device. How? What are the classification of medical device? How to validate it? We'll discuss. Vendor management. How to select a good vendor for a computerized system as per the Game 5 guideline. Okay. ERES 21 CFR Part 11, EU Nexus 11. What are the things? What are the guideline over we are going to discuss? Risk management. Under that, we are going to discuss 4 method: FMEA, FMECA. Under that, qualitative method, quantitative method. 4 method we are going to discuss only for the risk management itself. Apart from that, we have different as well, but most widely used in the big industry, like Novartis and all, FMEA, FMECA. Under that, qualitative and quantitative approach. Okay. And you will have a live hands-on experience in this. Validation plan preparation, validation some strategy decision based on the category of the software. How to prepare the URS, FS, CS, DS, source code review report. For category 5 softwares, source code review report has to prepare. What things will be there, we are going to discuss. Infrastructure qualification, how to do it, how to qualify the infrastructure. Software testing lifecycle, system or software categorization checklist, test management tools that will have a live hands-on experience. You can use it. How to test the software using the manual testing plus your tool-based testing, testing tools-based testing. So 2 to 3 testing tools I will provide ID and password. Okay, so that you can have a hands-on experience with these tools. Then defect management, hands-on experience. Test summarizations, validation summary report preparation, validation deliverable decision based on the category of the software, operation maintenance of the software, periodic review of the software, decommissioning of the software, and data migration. Okay, so data migration is one of the critical activity. We are going to take 2 to 3 classes on data migration itself. Very critical. How to do it, we're going to discuss. Okay, Game 5 overview and PLC validation. PLC validation is one of the important thing as well. Apart from that, we have advanced topics like virtual machines, DevOps structures, CI/CD pipeline creation. Some of the people may not heard about it. Means many people, not some, many people. Okay, what is CI/CD? Anyway, we're going to start from the basic, then we're going to learn advanced things. Disaster recovery, business continuity, Game 5 guideline, comparison of first version to second version, AIN is validation approach, Excel sheet validation, data integrity is okay. Software designing, what is front end, what is back end, cloud computing, CSA, new way of validation approach, CSA. Okay. Currently, we are learning CSV. Okay. Near future, will shift toward the CSA as well. So, what is different between CSV to CSA? How to do the CSA? Both things will be covered. Then agile method, how to use it, how to validate. Okay, then infrastructure as a code, different IT terminologies as well, and various other topics have not been listed here. Okay, which I'm going to cover in our sessions. So total 44, even more than that modules here. Okay, technical things. Okay, not this tools. So we are going to learn 2 test management tools. How to perform the testing using manual paper based, okay, plus tool based. Both we are going to learn. Task management tools like a Jira softwares, one document management system, DMS tools, how to use it, how to have an electronic signature, we are going to learn. 3 to 4 project we are going to cover. Okay, how means I will share my experience on those projects, and one project will be assigned to you, so that you can create the validation plan, validation summary report, you can create other document as well. After every topic, once I will teach you, you will have a self assessment every topic. Okay, self assessment is there, and final examination, if you pass it, you will get the automatic certification as well. Okay, so what is different from the other institute? If you'll see, if you'll go and take a screenshot in a class or in a recording, they will block you straightforward, will not block you. Okay, you can unmute yourselves when you wanted to be speak, you can express by yourselves. However, currently this demo, because of some restrictions is there, we have not allow you to unmute yourselves, but in a class you can speak by yourselves. Okay, advanced topics will be cover yourselves on every month daily basis for lifetime. Advanced topic, something new, something new, something new learning, you will get it lifetime. About the current topics, monthly doubt clearing sessions, 2 to 3 doubt clearing session is there every 1 month, lifetime. So these two thing is the major thing, lifetime. Okay, live project assignment will be there, hands-on practice. Agile and Scrum Master certifications will be provided along with the CSV certifications. AI and ML learning certification will be provided. Free access to PPT, free access to materials, no additional charges. Okay. Career growth. If we'll talk about the career growth, multi-dimensional approach. You can go in pharma industry, IT industry, clinical trial industry, medical device industry, consulting industry. Any of the industry you can apply once you'll complete the CSV course. Starting package for a fresher is like a 20 to 40,000. Relative career growth is more than 50%. Exposure to corporate environment, and you can enjoy the 5 working days only. Okay, this is the fresher package to highest. More and more package. This is the very low figure I am just figuring out. It is more than that even. What are the benefit to join the institute? You will have hands-on experience on Jira softwares. Free membership for the lifetime. If you are stuck somewhere while doing the project, you can chat with me any point of time, no problem. 70,000 worth material access will be granted to you. Okay, interview based questions and answer, free access, mock interviews. Once course is completed, we'll conduct the mock interviews. Placement assistance. Okay, 2 batch you can join with the same fees. Suppose you are not able to join the class, you pay the fees and you are not able to join it. No problem, your money is safe. You can join the next batch. No problem. You can join the next batch. 1 year access for the class recording. So suppose you are not able to join a particular day, next day you can listen the recording. So recording option is also available for 1 year. Okay. Material will be available lifetime. Study material. Recording will be available for 1 year. Resume preparation assistance, even LinkedIn profile optimizations, Scrum Master certifications, and CSU certification with the 2D and the URL authentication. This is how the certification will be looks like. If you scan the code, you'll get your certification verification. Okay. Apart from that, we have a different courses as we discussed initially. So that is about the demo. If anybody has any questions, you have an option to raise a hand. I will unmute you. If you wanted to be speak, raise a hand, or you can mention a chat box as well. Where it is utilized. Okay, where the CSV will be utilized. One of the person has asked this. So CSV will be utilized in the pharma industry. If you are using the softwares in the pharma industry, in the regulatory industry, those software has to validate it. Okay. Yeah, Mula, you wanted to talk, I guess. I'm just allowing you. Just give me a second. Yeah. Now you can just search the unmute option, Mula, and you can speak out. I have enabled to unmute you, Mula. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Mula. Yeah. Now I can hear you. Yeah, Mula. Go
Good
ahead.
evening, sir. This is Jawahar.
Okay. Just tell me, Jawahar.
Whether I need to pay some amount for the Skillbee consultancy organization or it is
The,
fully accessed.
if you wanted to be join the course, okay, you can contact on this number, or you can contact on this number. Okay. I will provide 949. So 91 is the India code after this number. You can contact on this number, any of the number you can contact to join the course. Okay.
Okay, if there are any doubts, I'll contact you through this number.
Yes, you can join to any of these numbers. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. If Falguni, I'm not able to unmute you, can you use the chat box? Because for you, option is not there for unmute. So just mention your questions in a chat box, Falguni. Any other person? Just raise a hand or mention the questions in a chat box. Okay, I can see Prasad has raised a hand. Yeah, Prasad. Yeah, Prasad, you can speak now. Prasad, you can unmute yourself. Agam Mehta and Yuvraj, you can mention your question in a chat box. Prasad, you an unmute option. Prasad, are you there? Just search the unmute option. Where is it? And unmute yourselves. Rest of the people, just mention your question in the chat box. Okay, I am seeing some of the questions. Okay. I'm from company Nickel Data Management. Am I eligible to learn this course? I need to be talk to you separately. So contact on the number which is I just mentioned. Okay. Explain CSA approach with an example. Yes, of course. In the regular class, I will explain what is the CSA approach. Okay. This is the new approach, more risk based, more critical thinking based approach, less testing approach. Okay. In short, I can mention. Are you provide a study material soft copy? Yes, I will provide the study material soft copy. Okay. Any computer science degree or coding knowledge is necessary? No, non-technical person can also do the CSV. No problem. Okay. Yeah. Any other persons? Just mention your message or question in a chat box. Yeah, Falguni. Go ahead. What is your questions, Falguni? Just mention in chat box. Okay. Are any alumni currently working as a CSV or validation QA professional whom we can connect? Yes, we have various alumni. We'll connect you. Don't worry. Okay. So contact on this number on WhatsApp. I will connect you on a particular alumni. Okay. This is to Utkarsh. What about the SAP implementation of the pharma? Must go through CSV. Do this course cover this? Why I'm asking? CSV, SAP is ready-made software, not custom. So SAP is the configured softwares. Okay. How to validate the softwares, whether it's non-configured, configured, or custom? all category of the softwares and their validation approach we are going to cover. I'm not going to cover only particular specific application. I'm going to cover in general concept so that any of the category of the software you can validate, whether it's SAP, MES, LIMS, any of the application. Okay. So concept we are going to learn. The fees structures, if you wanted to be have, so just contact on this number, Agam. Certificate is valid for the lifetime. This is for Ajit. Sir, I have a 4 years experience in QC in the pharma. Will this will be, of course, you can switch your career from QC department to CSV department. No problem. Okay. Ramashri. I can see, is the resolution instrument required to perform CSV where inbuilt software has audit trials and ERES? Yes, these softwares also require the CSV. Okay, so these are the questions. I can see it. Can you please assist for getting any opportunity? Yes, as already mentioned in here, I think you are not seen properly the slide, that we are going to provide the placement assistance as well. Okay, of course, not guarantee, because we are giving our 100% to you, for you guys. You should also make an effort. If you are not making an effort, then selection will be very difficult. So you should do the your 100% as well. Then definitely we will select. Definitely, for sure. Yes, of course, Prashad, you can shift your career in the CSV. No problem at all. I am from development QA. I have done my master from the biotechnology. Okay, so BTech people, the CSV is the main branch of the BTech only. Nowadays, pharma people is also going toward the CSV, but main branch is the BTech people only. Okay. So I can see various questions. Okay. Can you please assist for getting any opportunity? I already answered this. I hope I have answered all of the questions. Everybody's questions. Okay, I can see some raise has been hand as well. Ramesh, you can use the chat box if you wanted to be have any questions. Yuvraj as well. Just use the chat box. Prashad, if you wanted to be speak, you can unmute yourselves. Okay. Any other questions from anybody? Which questions? Okay. I am from QA formulation. Can I shift my career into IT industry? Asked by Dhaneshwar. Yes, QA formulation people can also shift their career in the CSV. No problem, Dhaneshwar. Migration from form application A to B, data validation is critical. Hope this course cover this aspect. Data migrations will cover. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, yeah. Hi. Go ahead, Mila.
Sir, if we are applying for the opportunities in case of top MNCs like Cognizant or Accenture, whether for what role they will consider and they will hire us?
For what role? Based on their organization
If we are
structure.
applying, if we are applying for the CSV role in case of top MNCs like Accenture and Cognizant.
So generally, as a role like a CSU expert, CSU consultant, like this kind of a role will be there. Senior consultant, like this. Okay.
There will be any specific roles compared to pharma and software, or else there will be same roles.
Same role. In the pharma and in IT industry, you have to validate the software. Same role only. Okay.
Okay, but which
Mhm.
type of softwares in case of pharma we are validating for the
First
instruments
thing,
of
IT industry is developing a software to sell the software to pharma industry or to clinical trial or to medical device, isn't it? And
yes, sir.
pharma industry, this industry is asking for validation. IT industry never require that you have to validate the software. It's a requirement from regulatory industry only. That's why they are validating. Otherwise, they will test it only and release it. So if
Okay.
they will use by themselves, they will test it only. They will not validate it. Understand?
Okay. After the testing from their organization only, they will release into the market. Is it right? What I am speaking?
Yes, correct. So
Okay.
if they are going to be sell the software to regulatory industry, then full validation is required. If they are going
Okay.
to be sell the software to say to automobile industry, then they will do the testing only, not validation.
Okay.
Understand?
Only they will consider only testing, not complete
Exactly.
validation, right?
Exactly correct. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Prashad, you are trying to say something? You can unmute now. You're again muted, I guess. Okay, I can see. Okay, some more questions. For CSC, I think it may be CSV. Shall I need to learn any program? No, for CSV, no programming is required to learn. Okay, so don't worry about it. I will explain how to be go ahead and learn the CSV. Don't worry about it. Can Skillbee provide the placement assistance? Yes, we'll provide the placement assistance. Okay, we'll provide it. Yeah, please call me tomorrow on this provided number. Okay. Okay, I think most of the questions already answered. If still you have a doubt, when the next batch is start, that is a good question. Next batch will be start from this Monday only. Okay, so join before the Monday. Do the registrations enrollment. Either you contact on the provided number or on this number. Okay, this one. Any of the number is fine. This is of Company Connect. This is of Skillbee. Both are same company. Okay, any of the company you can contact. No problem. So thank you. Have a good day. Good night. Bye bye.